welcome back to my channel. As you might have seen from the title, this is my how I did my makeup in high school challenge. And oh my god, I had so much fun creating this video. I was planning this actually for weeks and I asked all my friends to send me reference pictures. I was looking for products, which was a little bit difficult because I only used drugstore products back then, but most of the products that I used were from Maybelline or something that is not cruelty free, so I tried to find dupes or find something similar from the drugstore that is cruelty free so I can use this for this video. And this is how I did my makeup in high school. And if you want to see and probably learn, well, no, I don't think you want to learn how to look like this, but if you just want to have some fun and see how I did my makeup back in high school, keep on watching. Yeah, nowadays I would try to mimic hairs and make them look natural, but in high school I honestly did not care, so I would just draw them on like so, like very arched and very skinny. I would kind of do my makeup in a reverse way that normal people would do it. I would go bonkers. I would put it like so close to my lash line, and as you can see, I get it all over my lid, which was the main reason why I started off with mascara, so I could wipe it off before I would go in with the rest of my makeup. I'm not even kidding, I would put on mascara for 10 minutes or something. Like I would really take my time, get it all dark and cool. So once I was done with my mascara looking like a raccoon, I would go in with a cotton swab and remove all the mist that I just created. So the next thing I would do is applying liquid liner and tight my eye, glide along my lash line all the way to the inner corner and wing it out. Yeah, I guess this is how I did it. Oh no, and then I would also take down just a little bit. And on a regular day-to-day basis, I would not wear eyeshadow, but for this video, I want it to be like very fun. So I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow and I would apply eyeshadow on, yeah, like when I would go out or do some fun things. And I am gonna start with some black shimmery eyeshadow and apply it on the outer half of my eyelid. And even though I didn't own blending brushes or anything, I wanted to get like a nice defined blended crease, so I would just drag it up with my fingers, I guess. And oh my god, I always thought I'm so good with makeup. And like my smoky eyes were on fleek, and the fun thing is that people would even like tell me that my makeup looks good. Like I would get compliments quite often about how I do my makeup, and I don't know why. Like honestly, how on earth could anyone like this? So silver eyeshadow and just apply it on the front half of my eyelid. Oh my god, yeah. I remember when I took the silver eyeshadow, I always felt like this might be a little bit too much, so I would go over with some white eyeshadow later. First we're gonna blend it in seamlessly so you get a very sultry and sexy smoky eye. So I will take some white eyeshadow and just place it in the inner corner, and then just blend everything kind of. And I will take a little bit more of the dark black shimmery eyeshadow. And once I was done with my eyeshadow, I would go over with my liner again to darken it up where I kind of covered it with the shadow. So I tried to get a little bit of a tan before this video, but I'm not even close to the color that I was back in high school. I will blend in some pictures so you can see I was so incredibly addicted with tanning. It's insane. And I think it didn't stop until I was like 20, 21. I would just be so addicted. I would go all the time and I was literally an Oompa Loompa. One thing that I would always do is I would buy the darkest shade of foundation. I don't know, I didn't even care if it looks naturally. I just wanted to be tanned no matter what. Like, I really didn't care. I just wanted to be so dark. So I went out and bought the darkest cruelty-free foundation shade that I could find. And let's see how it works. It does look quite dark, and I would put a generous amount and apply it obviously with my fingers to my face. Oh god, here we go. Be careful around the eyebrows. Oh yeah, and I remember like when I used eyeshadow, or even if I wouldn't use eyeshadow and I would just wear the winged liner, I would take my finger and just kind of go along my eyebrow. Put foundation there so that it would match my face and I wouldn't have this weird white line. Even though the worst thing is that those really dark foundation shades would fit me at one point, or sometimes they would even be too light, which is ridiculous. I think the way that I used or misused foundation in high school traumatized me for life, because nowadays I always like to use just a little bit of product, and I also prefer light to medium coverage over like full coverage, even though I feel like when I look at old pictures I still see like all the flaws on my skin. It's not like the foundation that I would use had like a lot of coverage. It was just a lot, but it didn't do anything for me except make me look like an Oompa Loompa and all disgusting. So once we have this very natural, flawless looking skin, I would apply concealer. And it's so funny because I saw a lot of those how I did my makeup in high school videos. Everyone is like, oh my god, I didn't use concealer, I didn't fill in my eyebrows. And I did fill in my eyebrows, I did use concealer, but it was not for the better. Like, I still look like shit. So this concealer is one that I was really using in high school, and it's one of the few cruelty-free drugstore products that I use. I would take the concealer and of course I would not apply it in like a triangular shade. I would just apply it kind of in a half moon where my dark circles are, and then I would kind of, I don't know if I would even tap it. I feel like I would just rub it on my face. However, so the next thing I would do is apply bronzer, and I wouldn't necessarily do this to set my face. I just wanted to get even more tan. God, I looked like someone just shitted in my face. Like, it's so streaky. To be honest, like, I didn't look that streaky dirty back in the days. It was definitely more seamless. But I guess I just picked out the worst. I mean, it was a very cheap foundation, but I think I just picked out the worst thing ever. So try to blend it a little bit with that bronzer so it looks more realistic. Oh my god. So once I was done with bronzer, I would go in with blush. And why did I even use blush? I was constantly sunburned. My cheeks were, like, my whole face was glowing red and crazy burnt all the time. I was living by the principle more is more. Like, natural beauty was just not for me. So then I would just apply the blush all over my cheeks. The last thing I would do is like do something to my lips, and ew, I would use lip gloss a lot, which I just can't understand because I hate lip gloss so much. It's the most disgusting thing in life itself. Oh yeah. I think that's basically it makeup wise. I obviously did not use any setting spray whatsoever. But to make this look complete, I'm gonna change my hair quickly. To really complete this look, I have to put on ridiculously big earrings. And like, oh my god, I honestly look exactly how I did back in the days. It's crazy. Wow, so yeah. Now you get some kind of impression how I looked in high school, or if you know me from back then, you get kind of a reminder of how cool and sexy and fabulous I was. I swear to God, this is exactly how I look, and I feel very Jersey Shore. I feel like I could go into a fight like immediately. You just take off my earrings and then like slap a bitch. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in my next video. Bye! So, oh my god, I just wanted to show you how my makeup looks when I'm not in my like filming light that kind of brightens up my face. So now you can truly see the orangeness of my body and my face, and holy shit, I feel so incredibly sexy. Like, honestly, maybe like a job interview or something. Like, I slay. Like, ooh.